Nearly 2 years ago today, I was almost killed. I'm not at the exact spot where I was hit, because for some reason, even though I intended to go there today, I just decided to keep that space sacred, because I left a part of me there and I don't want to disturb that part. I was hiking along, minding my own business, and a rock just hit me in the head. Just like that. And it hit me right over here. And I went down. Just like that. I was minding my own business, enjoying a beautiful day. I thought my life was over. I thought it had ended. The first thought was that my life was over. I saw the funeral, everything. And when I woke up, I was surprised that I was alive. And I didn't know what to do. I was covered in blood. Didn't know if my neck was broken. I didn't know if my back was broken. I didn't know anything. I just knew that I was covered in blood, and I didn't move. I had to stop and figure out what happened. And then I did a self-assessment. I checked my neck. I checked my back. Moved my arms really slowly. I didn't know if I moved my arms if I would become paralyzed. And that moment of getting up, when I took my first movement to get up, just to get up, was the scariest moment I've ever experienced, because I didn't know if I was going to paralyze myself. I didn't know the extent of my injuries. I didn't know if I was injured badly or not. And I got up, I took a breath, and then I almost passed out again as I stood up. I was overheated. I clearly had a concussion, and my self-assessment went well. I figured I was okay. Reasonably, I was covered in blood, but my neck wasn't broken, my back wasn't broken. I had one major headache, and I was spinning out of control. And so I stood up and caught my balance, and I had to figure out where I was and how I got there and where to go, which way to go. I didn't know where I was completely disoriented. So I started walking around, and I found these footsteps in the sand. And they were going this way, and I was facing that way. And I would think that if I hadn't found those footsteps, I would have gone in the other direction. And I probably would have died. So, footsteps after the fall. You know, sometimes we leave footprints in life, and we don't know if they're going to help people or not. Those few footsteps in the sand saved my life. And after that, I found all the cans that were on the trail, all the rock piles. And that was one crazy hike out. I said prayers, I laughed, I cried. I went through every emotion you can imagine. I don't know how I made it out of there. I just don't know how I made it out of there. I had my right hand on top of my head the entire time, holding the hole closed so that I wouldn't bleed to death. Like this, hiking out. I had my camelback on. And there's no cell phone service here. There's no way to communicate with anybody. And there was no one around. I knew that I had to take responsibility for my emotions. I knew that I did. And so I kept saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm alive. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm in an emergency room. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm surrounded by angels. God's timing is perfect. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm home. And all I did was I focused on gratitude. I focused on everything positive that I could think of. And I mean, I was stumbling. I was dizzy. I had no idea which way was forward. I kept looking for the cans on the path. That's how I just followed them. My whole hope was to get to the Pueblo Bonito Overlook. That's all my entire focus was, to get to the Overlook. Because I knew if I got there, someone would find me, because that's the most popular place on this trail. And I stumbled and I fell. I tripped. I stopped a few times to drink water. I remember the taste of my blood. Like I was covered in blood, my shirt. I remember the salty taste of my blood, my sweat. I remember I finally made it to the Pueblo Bonito Overlook. Yeah, I was like in despair. I mean, it was like, and there was no one there. And I fell to the floor crying. And I thought my life was going to end right there, because I didn't have the strength to continue on. I didn't have it. And I curled up in a fetal position and I just said a prayer. All these fear, pain. And that prayer was answered. And all that tears and fear and everything just raised right up through me like this fountain of energy and light and love. And I stood up, I grabbed a little bit of water that I had left and rinsed my eyes, and I just kept hiking. There was not a single person on the entire trail from the moment that the rock hit me. That moment in time is when I took responsibility truly for my life. Because I had to. I couldn't rely on anybody. So, here I am, almost 2 years later, and Footsteps After the Fall is alive and well. Giggle Yoga is alive and well. And I am very grateful to be here. So the next time your life is difficult and you don't feel like there's a way out, there is. There's a way out. The way out is the way in. You have to go inside. You have to go into your own heart. Everything is inside. It's all in our heart. There's no outside. There's no answer out here. I lived in the moment that day for the first time in my life. In the moment. Not in the past, not in the future. In the moment. And that's where all the power is. That rock, maybe, just maybe the story of that rock will save your life. Maybe it'll touch your heart in the way that it touched my heart. Maybe that hike of despair, maybe the laughing and the praying to angels and all that stuff saved your life. I've been given a second chance, and I hope that my story is also your second chance. I really do. when you're done watching these videos and reading Footsteps After the Fall, and I hope that you take responsibility for your own life. I hope that you get away from victim consciousness or blaming and really change your story. I hope you take all those rocks that were walls and turn them into bridges. I talk a lot about giggle yoga and love and laughter. By no means does that mean to be joyful all the time. We're humans. Our emotions are our guidance system. Whatever we're feeling is what we're thinking and what we're experiencing. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. That's the collage of human experience and human emotions. That's why we're here. We're here to experience the full collage of human emotions, to experience it, to be the lover, to be the friend, to be the joker, to be the person who's afraid. That's who we are. But I know that at our core, we are all love. The sunshine is in all of our hearts. We're all love. All of us. Everything. And we're just enjoying this beautiful dance called life. And this journey is whatever we want it to be. So take this whole journey that I've shared with you and do something meaningful with your life. Please touch the hearts of everyone you meet. Touch eternity. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for the beautiful gift of this rock and for the opportunity to inspire others through this story. In full service of the journey in the path of love, light, and the power and beauty of sunshine, from my heart to the heart of all the people in this world, I express my love, my gratitude, my thanks. Thank you for the healing, and thank you for being a part of the healing of humanity and the healing of our planet. I love you. Namaste.